What's up, degenerates? What a day's racing, lads. Jesus Christ, my head is flabbergasted. I hope everybody is still intact. Really, what a war today was. Very, oh man, it was a lot to take in, wasn't it? There was races everywhere, flicking channels, you'd be in a spin. Right, let's just have a quick recap of some of the selections. Not too bad at all today. We had a winner, Silver. The horse of Sam Thomas's went to 9-4. We also had a good result with Salamanca Bay getting placed each way at 22-1. And then Fildor and Braves Man Game, two winners. Unfortunately, False let us down for the treble. I thought he was very mulish today through the race. He looked like a horse that was not too interested in racing. Yeah, so really frustrating, but really nice to see Brave Man's Game getting it done. I really thought he would just have the edge over. Like, the other horse is more of a kind of a Welsh National horse, type later developing horse. And he has a lot of talent, and he might even be better, but I just knew today around that track that he would make them 2 or 3 little clumsy mistakes. Therefore, it would make Brave Man's Game task a little easier. But however, the way Brave Man's Game won, I don't think it had mattered. I think the other horse is a real national type horse. Your Scottish national, your Welsh national, and I think Brave Man's Game is just special. And Cobden then threw him into the last, and see what I mean about that nimbleness. He just tapped the boards and won well. Right, quick word on the Patreon service, lads. The most frustrating day ever. Should have absolutely murdered the bookies, and just for one thing or another. Let's start with a selection we had in the gold tier. I went for a 4 points each way on a 7-1 shot, and we get bet in a photo finish. Absolutely painful. Edith's Elton in Wincanton. When he jumped the cross fence, he jumped it so well. He got up the inside of a couple of horses, and then he kind of had to go. I understand his position. When you jump through, you just have to go. And then we're in front everywhere, and then we're just vulnerable on the line. But it's a pity the horses didn't take us into the straight, and then we would have won for sure, no doubt about that. So we're denied a massive touch there. Then the most painful one today is Empire Steel. I know I have the right horse. Tipped them up to everyone. 3 points each way. He's absolutely cruising. He's going to win by 20 lengths on the bridle, and he falls at the 4th last. It's just painful. And then we had 3 points each way on Cavina at 11-2. Gets beat in a photo finish. Beat a short head in Weatherby. What a frustrating day on the service. And then a quick word on Iron Mike. We tip him up at 13-2. He goes off 11-4 favourite. And unfortunately, he was a change of jockey. A young jockey was riding him, and he was dropped in out the back, and he just moved to the front 1.5 miles from home. That's just it is. Inexperienced jockey. I know he's ridden a few winners and that, but just when you're riding a horse like this, if you drop in any horse, if you ever drop in a horse in a race, never be in front before you, at least minimum, you jump between the second last and the last. But to be out the back and then take it up with 1.5 miles to go, you're never. I knew the minute he done that, he'd walk home, and he disappointed then and finished 5th. If he just sits out the back where he is, comes with one run up the straight, the rest would be history. But anyway, what seems so simple is so hard for so many people at times. Right, so frustrating day on the service. We had another horse then as well. I went 2 points win in Huntington, who finished 2nd. He actually ran okay, just bumped into one. The Newland horse kept finding in front, and that was it. That's all she wrote. So what could have been an absolute monster day was pretty frustrating. But anyway, we bounce. Tomorrow is another day. Right, I will do it. The Welsh National. I'm going to go 1 point each way at 10-1. I think this horse is progressive. And look, it's a wide open race. Bet safe, bet fun, and enjoy it. I'll go 1 point each way. And then in the 135 at Weatherby, Monsieur Pom Pom. This ran well behind a winner. Mickey D tipped the other day on a juvenile. And I'm going to go 1 point win that. He'll hold that form, and if he steps up on it, he'll definitely take the beating. And then I'm going to go with Breaside each way in the Paddy Power. He's not in Leopardstown, the 255. Now, he's not the classiest horse in the world, but he was always a fine, big old galloping horse. He was a big blackguard when he was younger, actually. But He's not a bad horse at all. He came back and he improved. Now, he would lack the class and gears of some of these, but in these races, it could turn into a slog. He's returned with a nice win in Cork. Maybe the 7-year-old might get it together tomorrow and run a good race. So a point each way, Breaside. I think he's around 14-1. So there my... Oh no, one more tomorrow as well. What a race this is in Leopardstown. The novice hurdle, the champions novice hurdle. Mighty Potter taking on the Largy Debut, or however you pronounce him. I'm going to stick with Mighty Potter tomorrow. I know Largy Debut looks like an airplane, and if you take out the horse of Willie Mullins as he beat the last day, he would have won a maiden hurdle by about 40 lengths. So he's obviously a very good horse. But Mighty Potter, definitely, it's a match between the two, maybe. I don't want to discredit any other horse in the race. I know the Strip Life or the other horse of Elliott's is interesting, but I'm going to take a chance that Mighty Potter might be a very, very good horse. And point win. He's 11-4 with Bet365. You think he's 2-1 with everyone else. He's 2-1 with all the other scumbags. Anyway, but apart from that, excuse my language. Look, what a day today. The King George. What a madness today. 2 egos up front. Oh my God. Fucking hell. What a race. Well done to Willie Mullins for sticking in that Tornado Flyer. I was very surprised with Asterion Phalange. Why they jumped him off so handy. If they had dropped him in as well, he might have stayed on his feet and won. But he ran a massive race too, Asterion Phalange. Unlucky to fall at the last. He's come on a long enough stride and he just screwed a bit. He does damn tendencies. He's a hard enough ride, but fair play to Brian Cooper throughout the race. Like he got him into a fair rhythm and they went a fair gallop. So definitely an interesting horse, but he is what he is. He makes his mistakes. What else did we see today that was impressive? Yeah, Iwilldoit blowing them away, like we know. Looks absolutely nailed on to win the Triumph. And I know people say, oh, you're madness in it. I'm telling you, that horse won that race in Leopardstown today. He was asleep. He was going around there asleep. And he cantered up the home straight like he was cantering out in the woods, leaving good horses toiling in his wake. Right. Anyway, that's the story tomorrow. Iwilldoit, the Welsh National. Monsieur Pom Pom in the juvenile hurdle in the 135 in Weatherby. Mighty Potter in a mouth-watering race. And Breaside each way in the Paddy Power. And yeah, that's the 4, isn't it? Iwilldoit, Monsieur Pom Pom, Mighty Power and Breaside. Yeah, lads, enjoy. Bet safe. Very frustrating day today. We should have murdered them on the Patreon service with Empire Steel. And Cavina just beating a photo finish, painful. And then the 4 points each way selection at 7-1 to find the perfect horse, but just to get done in a photo finish. Frustrating. But Salamanca Bay running a massive race at 22-1. Hope you get on that. Hope you get on my other winner in Huntington as well. And I hope you backed. I did the double and the treble today. I doubled up Brave Man's Game and Iwilldoit, and I also did the treble at Fossil. Let us down for a bit disappointing, very, very mulish, I thought. Anyway, moving on to tomorrow, lads. This is a week of pain, gain, and all the rest of it. But yeah, I like my selections tomorrow, and let's hope we can get a result. Right, hope you had a good Christmas. Thanks a million for all the support. I really appreciate it. And yeah, the service is changing over January 1st. I'll be putting the links on the video, so you'll be able to click onto the link and see the service, and then you can sign up on January 1st. I'll put the links on. I'll actually put the link in this video. Do not sign up till January 1st, lads, as the tips won't be coming till then, and you'll get charged again. You know, January 1st is the time to sign up. So the link will be in the description. Have a look at the service. You can read the tier and what's in it. It's 1 tier, 1 price. And yeah, I'll put the link in the description. It's going to be a bucky bashing year, 2022. As always, Colbert Sports, Mad Murrigan, over and out.